Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Friday, y'all! Well, Queen Elizabeth is dead, and she by Shereé, she by Shein, or she by with no fashions. We're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let go! What's going on, Beauty Besties? Happy Friday, happy Friday, and thank God it's Friday. We've made it to the end of another week, sugar. How was your week? Baby, your beauty best friend can't stay long. Couple of things. I've been in Vegas all week, and my voice is now hitting the lovely stage of puberty. Between the weird weather here and just pure exhaustion, I'm a little hoarse, so bear with me today, y'all. But I can't stay long because I have a flight to catch. But y'all know I said I needed to come down and talk to y'all because a lot of things have happened this week. But before we jump into all the things that have made the headline news, what do y'all have planned for this weekend, Beauty Besties? And how was your week? I'm gonna tell you one thing. I head home to Miami today, so I plan on getting rest tonight and doing just some rejuvenating, some, relaxation, may do a little bit of a beach day. One of my good friends from Atlanta is going to be in town with me this weekend, so I plan on laying low-key-ish. Pray for me, y'all, because every time I say I plan on laying low-key, I end up standing on somebody's couch. Lord Jesus, that's just the way my life is set up these days. But baby, y'all see this? I told you I can't stay long, so let's just jump into the first thing. Well, baby, Operation London Bridge is now in full effect. And for those that may not know what Operation London Bridge is, it is the code name for Queen Elizabeth II on the day that she dies, whether it's an untimely death or not. Well, I guess it would be untimely because we didn't expect it, but she was 96, y'all. So anyways, Operation London Bridge is in effect. Queen Elizabeth has died. Twitter was twittering yesterday, and Black Twitter was just on fire. From the memes of Diana meeting Queen Elizabeth II at the pearly gates to folks sharing that they don't know how they feel about the future of the monarch. Now, don't get me wrong, because y'all know I'm a little low-key obsessed with the monarch and the British monarchy. But a lot of people feeling some kind of way now that her 70 years of service and reign is over and Charles is now king. And the fact that, London is in a cost of living crisis and that over the next couple of days, they're going to be spending billions of dollars on this funeral. There are going to be new uniforms now that Charles is king. And did y'all know that they're actually going to stop printing Queen Elizabeth's face on money and new money's going to be printed? Well, where y'all do that at? London. So now they're going to be spending money on getting new money printed for Charles's face because he's now king. And a lot of people just are feeling some kind of way. And now that Charles is king, he now has to go on like a tour to all the commonwealths and the other realms, in order to get like loyalty and allegiance. Now, y'all know I got questions, right? First of all, now that Queen Elizabeth is gone and Charles is now king with his little side piece, Camilla, and that's another thing. Baby, can you imagine going from sleeping around and sneaking around in cars on the side of the countryside, hills and stables, dungeons and all types of things to now being queen consort? Baby, get from giving Diana sleepless nights to now being considered queen consort. Y'all know London's not here for it. Y'all know the rest of the world's not here for this side piece, or in the words of Funky Dineva, Miss Coleslaw Camilla to now ascend to queen consort. But you gotta admit, baby, that's a hell of a come up. Baby, you went from being the side piece to the queen consort. If that's not something to write in a book, I don't know what is. But the fact that now that, Charles has to get the allegiance, it makes me think some of these other like republics or, other, provinces or whatever the official term where Queen Elizabeth was still head of state. I wonder if some of these places are now going to want to ask for their independence now that that old monarch is gone. And they're like, we don't know Charles like that. In fact, we actually don't even know if he could do the job. How many allies does Charles really have anyways, y'all? So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the Commonwealth responds to Charles if we see other people get their independence. But again, with the questions. First of all, I don't know if y'all heard, but word on the curb and across the street was that one, Harry did not make it in time to Balmoral Castle to see the Queen before she passed, which they said that she passed peacefully on Thursday afternoon. Y'all know that Queen had must have been there for a good 24 hours before they told the rest of the world, but I digress. So they said Harry was on his way, but he didn't make it there. And they said Meghan didn't come at all because she did not get an invite. So y'all telling me this? Sorry, I gotta wet my whistle. Y'all telling me even in the Queen's final hours, somebody within the crown is being petty and did not allow Meghan to say her goodbyes to her great grandmama-in-law? Y'all telling me that Meghan was not allowed to say farewell to Her Majesty the Queen as well? Why y'all so petty? But again, with these questions, now that Charles is king, catch where I'm going with this, will Lilibet and Archie officially get the title of Prince and Princess? Because y'all know they were trying to say that they were cutting back on the official royal family members and the duties, which is the reason why, the title of Prince and Princess did not go to Archie and Lilibet, and the fact that the reason why during like the Platinum Jubilee, Harry and Meghan weren't on the balcony with the Queen. So I need to know, Charles, are you about to do right? Because we still feel deep down in our bones that you were the one that Meghan was talking about that was concerned about the children's skin color. So King Charles III, what you about to do? Now that the succession line has been pulled up some, and side note, did y'all realize that in our generation, your children's generation, and your grandchildren's generation, we would never see another queen unless something catastrophic happened? Because we got now Charles, William, and William's first son, George. Those are three kings already in line for succession. So it's quite interesting. No matter how you feel about, the British monarchy, and don't get me wrong, them colonizers were colonizing, okay? But a human life has gone on to glory. And now we prepared to lay her to rest. Over the next 10 days, it's about to get grander and grander. And baby, I feel like this funeral is about to be longer than Aretha's funeral. And Aretha was basically black royalty over here, honey. And that funeral was 10 hours. A Queen Elizabeth funeral has to be a limited series that's going to now stream on Hulu. It's going to be a minimum of 8 episodes, okay? Because that's how long, 2,000 world dignitaries will come to London. The fashions, darling. Let's talk about the fashions of it all. Will be in the house for this, and the fascinators and everything. And y'all know fascinators is a little hat, y'all. The fascinators and everything else. So it'll be interesting to see how this continues to unfold and what, Operation London Bridge looks like in real time. And y'all know I'm going to be following it. And if I could come to y'all for us to talk about it, we will, child. But let's move on. Side note, before we move on, what are your thoughts here about, Meghan not being invited to Balmoral Castle, Harry not getting there in enough time, and y'all think Charles is going to make, His Majesty, King Charles the Second, is he going to do right by his grandchildren and his son? Y'all let me know in the comments, but let's move on. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Child, She by Shereé has turned into being a She by a letdown. And for those that may not know, we've been waiting 14 plus years to see some semblance of fashion from She by Shereé. And for those that did not see the episode, or actually for those that did see the episode, she did this grand fashion show at the season finale for Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we saw some really cute pieces that could be joggers, lifestyle, activewear, and or can double up as lingerie. I mean, some pieces were real cute, some pieces were real revealing. Like, I wanted to know whose gym you was about to work out in, and if it was a gym or a gym, okay? But now, after the finale, the website crashed, and the website was down for 2 days. But she mysteriously was able to post a note saying, thank you for the overwhelming response. We're working hard to get the website back up. All the things, right? And beautiful website. Fast forward 72 hours later, I go on She by Shereé, and I see old images that look like they came from 2008 of her in some horrible old fashions that we did not see on the finale. So then as I proceed to try to do some shopping, I noticed some wrinkled t-shirts, some wrinkled joggers on Kyrie and his fine ass, and on her. And I'm like, what is going on? Did nobody steam these fashions? And then I look at the price. Sis! You want $160 for a Hanes t-shirt that has a star on the front that says She by Shereé? You want $70 for a tumbler, excuse me, while I wet my whistle as we think about these horrible prices? And then I see the internet. Thank you for the internet. Telling us that She by Shereé is actually She by Shein. They said that the woman had copied the fashions off of Shein and only stuck her logos on it. They did side-by-side comparison of the activewear. So not only are you telling me, Shereé, that the website crashed, not only are you giving us wrinkled, overpriced fashions, and now you're telling us that you got fashions allegedly from Shein that you just basically stole and or copied. Girl, according to you on that finale, this stuff was stuck in Alaska and you had to hire somebody locally in the States to finish all the sewing in California. Girl, is this what we was waiting for? Seriously. Is this what we was waiting for? And now, y'all, I went down to the website last night to see if any of the fashions were back in stock, and now the shop is closed. Baby, there was a portal for an admin administrator, and all of it said was just closed. There is no fashions anymore. The website looks old, and now I'm just confused on what has happened in the span of a week, honey. It hasn't even been 7 whole days since the launch of She by Shereé website, and it's a disaster. I secretly feel like she made these prices so astronomically ridiculous for this level of fashion to avoid people from purchasing it and to shut this thing down. This to me, if pop-up was a real word, it would be Shereé in this moment. She was a whole pop-up. She actually feels like a PPP fraud, okay? Because we saw fashions on television and on the website in real time. The fashions were just disappointing. So y'all let me know what y'all think here. Do y'all feel like this is now officially the end of the road for She by Shereé / She by Shein, allegedly, / She by No Fashions? A fashion show with no fashions. How dreadful. It literally is. How dreadful. A website with no fashions. How dreadful. And on that note, guys, I told you I gotta go to the airport. I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave me a comment. Most importantly, check the notifications and make sure they're turned on so you don't miss out on all this good old melanated magic sugar. Who loves you? Ooh, let me do that again. I can't even go out like that. And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave me a comment. Most importantly, check the notifications and make sure they're turned on so you don't miss out on all this good old melanated magic. Who loves you? I do. Have a great weekend. Bye.